YouTube, welcome back to some 4-player chess. Now, I have the yellow pieces in today's video. If you don't know how it works, here's a little bit of a background into 4-player chess. So I'm competing against these 3 other players, and the way in which I win is by having the most points at the end of the game. Now, to get these points, I need to take their pieces or just put them in checkmate. 20 points for a checkmate, and obviously each piece has its own numerical value, which is just truly splendid. I absolutely suck at 4-player chess, so please don't be expecting anything magnificent. I just can't provide that for you guys, I'm sorry. I just simply don't have the intellect for 4-player chess, let alone regular chess. Okay, so what are the threats currently? This bishop is opened up. Queenie is half kind of looking at me, half not. Obviously, there's a knight in the way, so we're just going to continue our development. Okay, green gets a bishop out. Red is just looking to make a queen. I mean, they're 1 square away from promotion already, so if blue could push this pawn, preventing red... Oh, no, that doesn't do that. What am I talking about? I'm not entirely sure how anyone can stop this promotion now. It looks pretty set in stone, if you ask me. I half want to play here, but then if blue ever plays here, then we kind of have to trade, and I don't want to be forced into a trade, so let's just play here. Let's just go for this. I also never want to castle again. I keep castling recently and just getting absolutely sniped, so I'm not really in the mood to be castling. Red, of course, gets another queen on the board. That's magnificent news for them. Let's just carry on our development. You see, the thing with getting a queen early on is, like, this guy's 2200, so I'm of course not going to critique him, but from my experience, when I go for the early queen, I'm just in danger zone, okay? I'm just in danger zone. It's not ideal. I have to kind of play here to stop blue playing here, and then me moving my knight, just for example, and getting mated, which would not be ideal with this battery red has set up. But yeah, when I play for the early queen, my development is just non-existent. I have nothing, okay? So I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this play. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine, but who knows, let's just bring our bishop here. I mean, red is also sitting on a hefty amount of time, so I mean, they're probably good for it, to be fair. They are probably good for it. I may look to start pushing my own pawns at some stage. Let's just develop like this. I'm not overly keen on the whole castling idea. I'm really not. It's just not very enticing to me these days. It is green to move. How can they reinforce their pawn? And I'm not overly sure, actually. Okay, they bring the knight. Can that be targeted? Yes, it can. Yeah, so they've just got so many questions they've got to answer here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to play queen here. Look to bring my bishop back and then push this pawn, maybe, is like some sort of plan, I guess, on green. Green is 1500, so they are quite a low elo for 4-player chess, so perhaps there's a chance we could get an early checkmate, maybe, probably not, but you just never know. I'm sort of hoping they stay preoccupied with this, everything they got set up over here, and just sort of forget I exist, because I'm going to be playing like what look like very passive moves, like the bishop dropping back, and hopefully that can result in me getting some sort of checkmate. Red to move, surely they just got to be like developing knights now. Okay, they bring a bishop out, which was already developed, to be fair, so I'm not overly sure what that does. Blue just plays a knight move. Okay, and now I'm going to play here, with of course this idea of giving this check. Perhaps I should play knight here first. Okay, well that's blue just absolutely dead, because they forgot that this queen was maintaining this diagonal, I presume. Let's now push this pawn. Obviously this pawn's been hanging. It's not hanging, sorry, because there's a queen defending it. This is what I mean. I mean, my brain, there's just too much going on in 4-player chess for me to even be able to understand what I'm looking at right now. It's all too much. It's all too much. Too overwhelming as well. Green to move. I mean, there's just a lot they need to worry about currently. I mean, it's an overwhelming presence, dare I say. Okay, they just castled. That feels pretty psychopathic, if you ask me. I could just look to push my pawns altogether. What would be another move? Perhaps just sort of developing my queen at some stage. Obviously not now because of this. Oh, wow. This is a very nice little move by red. I mean, green could probably just take because this bishop's worth 5 points, whereas this queen with the 1 on it, I mean, dead giveaway, only worth 1 point. It's my move. Shut up, Max. Play a move. I am going to... I'd also love to drop this bishop back, but I'm not sure that's the play. Maybe just centralise my queen a bit more in terms of protecting my pawns, if that makes any sort of semblance of sense. So green, couple of ideas here, hitting here, hitting here. There's pressure on my knight, but of course that is not a worry for me. Because I'm simply, one, just too good. I'm going to play here. This looks absolutely insane. This little pawn armada. And we've got the yellow colours. You could argue this is a Spanish armada. I mean, I personally wouldn't, but, you know, you could make that argument. It's like, I just want to march my pawns together up the board. It's like, you know, like, I don't know. This is like the Normans. I've got my foot soldiers in front, okay, and then I've got my absolute snipers in the back, archers, I guess you would say. I've got my archers just behind, and this is looking very nice. Green getting low on time, don't you dare flag. Wonderful. Okay, that's good news. And now I really am just threatening here. I mean, this is quite a big threat here, because green is also needs to worry about this. I mean, there's a lot going on for green right now. It's quite overwhelming, and they're so low on time. I mean, a move like this... Okay, luckily they have this defending, which is a little annoying. Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, this pressure is substantial now. It is absolutely substantial. Let me just push. Okay, because if red opts to take here... Okay. This really weakens these sorts of squares around the king. I mean, it's just... Is that not mate, actually? Can I not just take this rook on my next go? I'm fairly certain I can. And so I'm going to do it. There we go. Plus 25 points. I thought it was only plus 20 for a checkmate. Oh, wait, because I took a rook as well. Head in the game, Max. We need to lock in here because we're playing somebody who is substantially better than us. This pawn is currently being attacked. So probably best for my bishop to develop and protect it. Seems like it makes a lot of sense to me. And then let's bring this queen back and we're just going to march. We're going to march these pawns up the board. Are they looking to play maybe like here? If so, I have no fear. You do that, sir. I knew they were going to play here. If takes, then I got nothing. That's okay, though. That's fine. I mean, if you want to make these sorts of trades, go ahead. Go ahead and lose your queen, sir. Go ahead and lose one of your queens when I'm one square away from making another. I simply have no fear. That's another queen on the board, and if you push this pawn, you're losing your queen. You're losing the big hitter. Okay, so this is now, of course, being targeted. I do have this, looking for a sort of trade. I'm not sure that's what I want to go for, though, so I may, in fact... Oh, I am a little bit stumped, I'm not going to lie. I might just play here, maintaining pressure on this diagonal, also threatening to take here. It feels logical. And then I can, of course, just push this pawn. Let's push. We need to kind of build up our clock a little bit here as well. We are in a little bit of a danger zone in terms of our time situation. It's not looking too ideal. Perhaps we just drop back now. I don't see an issue with reinforcing this bishop. And then just push again. Let's just look to push, okay? Maybe centralise the rooks. Just build up a wall behind our foot soldiers, okay? This is the Spanish Armada we're talking about. I'm not seeing any current threats. I'm probably missing something. And I also feel very comfortable castling now, looking to centralise the rooks, because I have a queen, a bishop in front of my king, so any sort of batteries lined up on my king, I'm not overly scared about. And yeah, like I say, I think it is time to sort of bring my rooks into the middle and look to just get pushing. Let's look to push now. Let's look to push. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Up the board we go. Let's march. We've opened up our queen, which is important to note, because they do have a light square bishop. Okay, they're looking for this queen trade. I'm of course never in a million years going to accept this, ever. Do I play here? It feels risky, it feels brave, but I am brave. I am brave, let me tell you. I mean, this knight just sort of comes in here or here now, and it's a little uncomfortable. Our bishop is being hit. This is being hit. I mean, everything that could go wrong currently is, in fact, going wrong. I can take the knight, then I lose my bishop, though, and I really don't want to lose my bishop, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Yeah, it's far from ideal. I guess I can play knight here. Looks interesting. We are losing a pawn here. We've got to accept that this pawn is dead, okay? We just got to accept that. This pawn is being taken, and then I'm pushing here, though. Okay, the pawn has not been taken. The pawn has, in fact, not been taken, so it feels necessary to reinforce this pawn now. It would be an uncomfortable loss, one I'm not happy with, so we're not going to allow it. Wow, okay, we get a queen trade. Important to take back with the bishop. I don't want to damage my pawn structure. I mean, it's just such a brave trade for this gentleman to make. I'm not going to lie, because I am very close to this promotion square with 3 pawns, okay? So it's like, is this really what you want? And how are you stopping this? Is the queen coming here? Pause. I didn't say that. It might have to. I'm not going to lie. It might have to. But then these other pawns are coming. Pause. I need to... The pawns are on their way, I should say. I can hit this knight. No problem. You're letting me gain a tempo, it feels like, sir. You're letting me gain a tempo. I can take, no? This is free. That's a freebie, sir. Oh, this guy might be 2200, but he simply cannot handle the Spanish Armada. The Spanish Armada's pushing on. It's pushing on. We're getting in there like swimwear. Hello, queen. My bishop's being hit, my knight's being hit, my rook's being hit. But we just simply back up the rook. We just simply back up a square. Okay, this looks pretty scary now, actually. Luckily, I have no fear. Let's make a queen. We're threatening to take this pawn with check. And we're going to do it. Take the pawn with check. We're hitting this rook. The king cannot move forwards. It has to go there. We're taking a rook with check. And we're going to be taking another rook with check. Now what do you do? Now what do you do, sir? I'm fairly certain I can claim a win on my next move because I am plus 20 points on my opponent. But if you guys are new around here, I never claim a win. I beat my opponents fair as square on the board. That's just how we do it. We have this check. I mean, all checks just seem glorious right now. You can block with a bishop or you can block with a queen, but you cannot retreat the king. Sorry, we're sacking a rook, but it's not a sack. I mean, we're just taking. We're taking, and it's checkmate on the board. That was clinical. Look at this. Look at this scoreboard. 75 points. We just beat a 2200 with the Spanish Armada pawn push, guys. If you made it this far, please be sure to like the video, subscribe. We're closing in on 1,000. I mean, that's pretty huge. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.